There's a storm across the valley, the clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. It's the whining of his wheels that makes you colder. And he's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. And 10 days on the road are nearly gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove, and it's the light in your eyes that makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Well, there's all the news to tell him. Honey, how'd you spend your time? Tell me what's the latest thing the neighbors say. And your mother called last Friday, sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. And all the time that I can lay this tired old body down and feel your fingers feather soft upon me, kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. And it's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make our house a home. Like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove, and the light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. You know it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend of mine. And hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey, it's good to be back home again.
There's a place where Mother Nature has got it all together. She knows just where to let wildflowers bloom. Somehow she always seems to know exactly what she's doing, and the Lord saw fit to furnish elbow room. Have you ever been down to Colorado? I've spent a lot of time there in my mind, and if God doesn't live in Colorado, I'll bet that's where he spends most of his time. I'd like to be there watching early in the morning when the sun comes up to crown the mountain's king. And if by chance you dare to be high upon a mountain, I swear that you can hear the angels sing. Have you ever been down to Colorado? I've spent a lot of time there in my mind, and if God doesn't live in Colorado, I'll bet that's where he spends most of his time. I'll bet that's where he spends most of his time.
Have you sat upon a mountain serenading the dawn as wind blows to the chorus of their pretty morning song? Have you ever seen the sky so blue it nearly makes you high, with hummingbirds a-dancing and the bluebirds flying by? Well then come up to the mountains under Colorado sky. Hear the coyotes singing in the meadows way up high, where the water shines like crystal jewels percussing on the stones. This is Colorado, this is my home. Have you ever seen a cowboy catch the eye of a girl, getting ready for his bull ride, and he wants for all the world to see him as a champion, his moment in the sun. After much anticipation, in 8 seconds he's all done. Well then come up to the mountains under Colorado sky. Hear the coyotes singing in the meadows way up high, where the water shines like crystal